Hey Track Gang, what's going on in this week's episode of the Boeville in Newtown? Well, it's right over here. Stand by and we'll get into what's happening this week. Well, hello Track Gang and welcome to episode 8 for 2025. It happens to be March the 6th of 2025. Yes, it's the day before this video is supposed to come out. It's been an interesting week. Here it is. I'm glad some folks have asked. I really appreciate folks asking how I've been. The shoulder, the arm, no issue there. That's a lot better. The thing of it is last Friday after I got done bowling, I decided apparently I was going to go ahead and pull either pull a muscle or pinch something in my right hip, and now that's been bothering me all week. So I've gotten very little done. I have gotten some things done that I actually got something done that we're going to show here in a bit, something that's been bothering me for a while, and it has to do with the Wykert Industrial area and Newtown Station, I should say. The thing is originally Newtown Station didn't exist, and I didn't have a card box for the box car that has to be set out there, and for the longest time it's just been sitting on the shuffle shelf. Well, I'm getting tired of it falling off of there because it doesn't have any stability. So I went back and I built a single card box specifically for Newtown Station, so that will have its own car card, or its own card holder. So that'll be done. That pain in my butt will be fixed. Although one of the issues that I've got is somehow or other I can't find the brass nails that I use to put those boxes together, so I'm going to have to use some wire brads. Not a big deal. It is what it is. Anyway, the other project that I actually started the last time that we were talking, which was last week, was the foam core. You know, cutting this down and getting it to take a form that looked like this. You know, where it was raised. I do appreciate all the comments and all of the suggestions about how to handle, you know, putting that on here with the driveway. And what I've decided is, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, is that I am going to, instead of doing like I had where this was very straight on the one side, in other words there's no ledge to it at all, no slope, I've cut a new piece. Now this one here has not been modified yet, so I am going to try to show you how I did the cutting. So give me a minute here. Let's swing the camera down here and we'll go down this way, and hopefully we can do this without too much hate and discontentment. So what I'm doing here is I'm going against the bottom and I'm trying to get as close to this line as possible. This is the edge of the foundation, which I want to be raised. So we're going to try, and like I said, get this thing as close as possible. And it looks like we're succeeding here. For the most part. And there we go. Now that didn't quite come out the way I had done it in the past, but that's fine. All right, now we have got to, and of course that edge is, I should have done the front first, but that's okay, because this edge is This edge is a little screwed up on the foam core. More than likely it was dropped on its end here, and it's going to be a little bit more of a pain to get this started, but we will see if we can. And I'm not able to get that to go the way I was hoping. Hey, I think we've gotten someplace. Of course, this gets a little tricky. And it's getting a little bit further back than what I wanted. But that's okay. Let's there we go. 2 down. Now, this one here, and there we go. So now we've got this angled on 3 sides. So if I bring my road back over here, I can put that down, and then I can put the foundation right on top of it, and then we can take our house and just like that we got a house with a foundation. I can put my which I don't have because I end up peeling it off. But I can take and put the sidewalk right down to the other sidewalk, right on this foam core here. And on the side, I can take and I can put another, I could even put another piece of sidewalk or stone or something like that from the driveway over. And then of course, when we get to the next part, you know, we can do the whole shooting match again. So it'll be, you'll have a hill basically in between, or the driveway will be in between the hills of the two houses. I think that's going to be a unique effect once I get it all settled in here. I think it's going to look a lot better than everything being perfectly flat. You know, obviously the road's still perfectly flat, but you know, this way the houses are going to be up a little bit more. It's not going to look like the landmass was, you know, like I said, just steamrolled or, you know, ironed perfectly flat. So I think this is going to work out well. I think this is going to be this is going to be the ticket. This is going to give it some definition and something else to look at. So when I get finished gluing it, we'll take a look and see what we've actually got. But there we go. So I'm going to put those two off to the side because that's this piece here. And I'm going to pull up the tape here for where the house was along with its sidewalk, because we're going to do that again, probably using this piece maybe, because this one doesn't have to be quite as big and I can offset the house a little bit more. Since I've already got the slope on this side, I can slope the opposite side, and we should be good to go. In fact, here's a foundation that I'd already cut, and I can bring that right up to the line here, and I can go ahead and actually cut this, because this one's a little bit too big. This was originally that one, if you remember. So I can actually cut this back about, I don't know, about 1/4 of an inch, and then I can make the slope on this far side over here, and that'll be 2 of them done. And then the only thing I've got to do is make a small hill in the middle here between the 2 driveways for the end house. Actually, this is supposed to be the end house. This one's supposed to be the one in the middle. So let's turn the foundation around and actually put this house here. There we go. Yeah, I think this is going to work out good. Like I said, something to give it a little extra added definition. So I'll cut that one down and I'll do the same thing on that, but there's no point in you all sitting there watching me do that twice or 3 times, so you'll see it when I actually get done. Now, I've already cut the parts for the car card box that will be used over at Newtown station, and I need to get the, if I can, apparently this underlayment had a sticker on it that I didn't know about, and well, you know, it's stuck to the inside. And ain't much I can do about it at the moment. It doesn't want to come off because it's been on there for way too long. Anyway, all right, let me swing back down here. So as I was saying, I had cut the parts for the for this, and I've got my base block down there. I've got the sides, and I've also got the back, which is this piece. So what I have to do now is I have to we'll have to go ahead and actually put the sides on, and then put the back on or the front on, and go from there. So I don't know if you guys really need to see me do this or not, but we'll roll with it. So I've got these wonderful little wire brads, and of course, oh, there it is. All right, there's one. Figure I'll get it started on here, and then I can always put it on the block of wood. Alright, because these need to go on first anyways. Making sure I put my nagels in the right spot. Pretty bad if you don't put your nagels in the right hole. I didn't like the looks of that. Probably would have been better to bring out a pair of pliers. That way I could have held these wire brads in place while it was banging away, but that's okay. Alright. Now this one here I'm not going to worry about. I wasn't going to worry about pre-doing those because this is the front. And I have a sneaky suspicion that this box, unfortunately, is not, oh come on, 100% square. I just have a sneaky suspicion on that. Not that it's, like I said, for my purposes, it doesn't really make a hill of beans difference to me. I probably should have pulled the glue gun out for this step, but that's okay. We're gonna tempt fate. And exactly what I thought was going to happen. Yeah. It's just missing period here. It's because it's going to be closer to the edge. That was a song, wasn't it? Alright folks, how lucky do we feel? Not very lucky at all. I went right between it. Yeah, I'm going to be better off getting out the glue gun. No doubt. Because this is not going to cut it. Now I got to figure out how to get that out of there. Oh, there we go. Alright. So much for that. But we can go ahead and put the back on. Oh yeah, that made it home. One more. And there we go. Yay! Perfect. Now the only thing I gotta do is just put it on the layout. So we'll be back. And there it sits. How was it going to show me mounting it to the railroad? Okay, I know that this video is going on long enough, but I have one more thing I wanted to discuss real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and call it. I put a second coat of clear coat on the gloss coat on the locomotives, which obviously the second coat definitely smoothed things out quite a bit, which is I think what the whole purpose is. So these are now ready as far as I'm concerned for the decals. So hopefully maybe this week we'll see how things go. You know, and we'll see if I actually get around to actually decaling the things. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with the pair now. I mean, they look a lot better than what they did the last time. With that, I am going to call this video done. This week's Sidetrack Sunday, I do believe, is Dave over DB Tech. So keep an eye out for his. I will be putting the link, well, obviously the link to his channel is down below, but I will be putting, obviously when we get the links to the actual shows, I've been trying to put them on Facebook. The problem was last week also, one of the other things that hindered us was we had a nasty windstorm blow through here. And it actually took down a 100-foot pine tree down the street and knocked out the internet. And then that was on Saturday evening, I think it was, or was it Sunday? I don't remember which day it was now. It may have been, no, you know, I'm trying to remember which day it was that we lost everything. It had to be Sunday because we had gone, my wife had gotten tickets to a home and garden show up at the Timonium Fairgrounds. I wish I should have taken some pictures, because those that have been down here for the train show, you wouldn't have recognized the place. I mean, there was, you know, the hustle and bustle of the train show. You know, there's people everywhere and so on and so forth. Yeah, no, it wasn't quite as, this wasn't quite that way. But at any rate, so we lost power, or we lost internet Saturday night, all day Sunday, and it didn't come back up until probably Monday morning, right before I went to work. So I wasn't able to put anything up for Brian over at the Iron Horse. If you missed his his Sidetrack Sunday last week, I will link that below, so that you can go back and catch at least the replay. And like I said, this week is Dave, and then next week is Bob, and then the week after that is me. But you all know the deal. Wait for the eyeball. Green tracks ahead. We'll catch you all next time. Be safe. God bless. We'll see ya.